I got two undefeated preseason teams in the final week. And then, check this out, our first game of the actual season is against the Rams. So there it is. The curse of the Rams. Let's see if it still prevails. Then you got the Saints, the Packers, the Buccaneers, the Panthers, the Jaguars, Colts, Falcons. Then we get the bye. Then we get the Texans, Lions, Titans, Bears, Packers, Redskins, Bears, Lions. Oh, really? 3 games apart. Oh, hell, 2 games apart. That's dumb. And there it is. We get the Bengals. 2 undefeated preseason teams. Not like it matters, but let's see who wins. Look at that. The Lions are 2-1, Packers are 1-2, Bears are 1-2. We did cut 21 players. It wasn't easy to do, but we did it. I didn't wait till after this game because some of the guys have proven themselves and some haven't. So I just know who I want. Hopefully we made the right choices.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And partner, I think we can safely sum up the goal this final week of the preseason with 3 simple words. Don't get hurt.
And make sure you follow that mantra, okay? We cannot have you hurt going into the season, but you're exactly right. Starters will play very little, if at all, in this game. A lot of guys fighting to make the roster because after this game's over, we get down to the 53-man number, and guys will be fighting like mad to be included in it.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fielded about a yard deep. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
A day 1 starter his rookie year. He also won a whole lot of games as well. First 5 years, the Bengals went to playoffs each and every year. Continues to evolve as a quarterback, learning how to work around a running game, an offensive line, and receivers that continue to develop.
You know what? We should bring some heat on the first play. Show them we ain't messing around.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert.
What?
And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now
Yes, we got Diggs out, and then Hunter's out, Quan Treadwell's out.
We see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one.
We got a lot of people out.
When that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results.
There we go. Now we pushed him back out of field goal range.
Wind up losing 4 yards on the play.
As long as we get a stop here.
It's an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Left
Out of the gun, it's Dalton.
There it is.
They sack him back right at
Everson
the
Griffin.
stripe. Everson Griffin in there to drive.
We're gonna bring the heat.
Of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would
Well,
just tell you,
27.
just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So here's the Viking
Was that
offense.
23-yard punt?
And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
That was a whole lot of nothing.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw here. And now he'll tuck it and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Get some movement going.
Practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through
Why are they going to
training
challenge
camp,
that?
OTs,
It's
minicamp,
obviously a
and this
catch.
regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was
I
delivered.
mean,
and
he
picked
never
up
dropped the ball. There's your toe tap. Hell, you got three steps in. What are they challenging here? What a waste of a challenge.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
See if we can hit Thielen on this one.
You're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first three-quarter lead. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point.
Brandon, what we
Gotta
just
love
saw
that.
there.
Come right out on your opening drive and score.
The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball.
Nothing for him right there.
Goes there to Linval Joseph.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Passing, it's Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And now the third down throw.
There you go. We get 3 and out.
Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the
We are
rush
getting a really nice
hitting
running
the
game
quarterback
going.
and forcing him into an incompletion.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. They also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A good decision.
He's a good
in the end. The
scrambler.
pull and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush
That was a
lanes
face mask.
intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As
Check
coaches
that
like
out,
to
watch.
say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank.
Right there, he's taking out him down by his face mask. How was that not called?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Let's see. Swing it around a little.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right back to him on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a nice pickup.
We should have got it in right there. I should have dove for it. We would have had it.
Run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now Cousins, flush to his right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Humphries from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find a target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
I mean, the Bengals aren't really playing like an undefeated team.
And now here come the Bengals. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll set up a throw. And Daniels has it left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
So much for another 3 and out.
First down, a pickup of 11.
I was trying to bring some pressure on him, but just couldn't get it there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Walton, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd.
It would sure be nice to go into halftime 21-0.
Starting to into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And there it is, 2 minutes.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's Cousins, escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They got 29 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Just taking our time. I'm willing to bet they're on man coverage, which King should be wide open if they are.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. He's got his first catch here.
He wasn't wide open, but he was open enough.
First down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
All right, we need this
here. Timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the 2nd quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials.
Sure, I mean, he totally had it.
Communicate with the referee at the game site.
Right there, he got his feet planted. Still dragging. That should be a touchdown. It really should.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Gostkowski with the extra point.
And there it is, 21-0 at halftime.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out.
Are they going to do a Hail Mary it? Nope. I'm willing to bet they're going to run it.
Just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back.
What in the hell?
Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Now a timeout
I
taken.
think there's something wrong with my
Perhaps
controller.
a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll
I
see.
think it's getting old.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
It's just not reacting the way it should.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Daniels that time, and now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. One more half of preseason football to go. And then all eyes will look
We've got
ahead
them
to
under
1 week
70
from
yards
tonight,
for a whole
the
half
annual
of
NFL
football.
kickoff game. And that promises to be a dandy. In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome
Why
everyone
is
back
Kirk
for
Cousins
quarter
wearing
number
my
3.
captain badge? He's not the captain, Ulbrich is.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards.
Alright, I need a second. We're going to switch controllers. If I could hang on to it.
Up there, they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break
Well,
off a
man,
big
we were
one.
just
It might need to
running
just
over
put
him.
that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard
really
line.
there.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throw left side complete. It's King. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I say so far, because eventually he'll fuck it up.
This offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in
He's not very
shreds or
good
being
at
erased
trucking.
off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because
I don't think it's my
none of it is
controller, I
working.
think it's
They
the
are really
guy.
locked in on offense.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
It was pretty much all on the ground,
Get
too.
their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
The point after try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 28-0.
And look at that, we bled 3 minutes and 20 seconds off the clock.
Play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
God, that was a nice drive.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
287
They trail
yards to their
offense, first
70.
time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
For a loss of a yard.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big
it.
play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue liner.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've
Take
seen
him to a
all
3
game
and out
long.
right here.
They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Did he really catch it? Yeah.
This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success.
We'll
A
take
nice
that to the
inside
fourth.
run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Yeah, he just couldn't
Defensively,
hit the
Sam
hole
Hubbard,
fast
the
enough.
former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that one good for
Latavius is
16
just having a
yards and
killer
a
game.
first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to
For
carry
a
the
rookie,
ball at this
he's
rate.
having a great
And he'll
game.
go on the ground. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side
We're
of the
gonna
ball.
toss
Held them
this
to a
one.
gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he
Yep, there
fires
it
one
is.
that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I knew I should have just kept running.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
All
because
that
now
hard
you can
work
run
for
into offensive
absolutely
lanes.
nothing.
Want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka.
This will be holding on the offense.
Holding. Defense.
Oh, shit.
Wait a second, they did
That
not
penalty is
accept
declined.
that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And they'll run it.
No, it would have given him the ball back.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
I'm not letting Cousins throw it
just
again.
about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Brought down by the quarterback, William Jackson.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A very good starting
And we can't challenge either.
position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Well, we pitch a shutout. Why the hell would we run it? Not doing anything but taking a knee.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
And we go to 4-0 on the preseason. And now we have the Rams for the first game of the season. So
The storyline of this one, Charles, no
we'll
doubt,
see if we
the
can
number
finally beat them.
0. Zilch, nada.
We played the Rams
Shutout
3
so far
times.
to
We've
two in
lost
the
all
NFL.
3 times
It
so
really
far.
is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team, there's a lot of pride.
We're going to give them our best effort. If I was a betting man, I'd say we're probably going to lose again. Look at that, 235 rushing yards.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Oh, see, they're actually pretty even. Except for the yardage, but, you know, you got that interception. Just gotta have a fucking interception. God, Cousins sucks.